Wanna be me, your nigga want it.
Alright.
Cocky as fuck, everything by
I
me
was
popping up face. I got body, you
looking
nigga got it. Got it.
And I went through my entire college career with an addiction. My entire college career. So like, but that's one of the things that like that kept me fucked up was because to me, like, I was super productive. My house was always clean. I maintained a high. Hi, Philly. I see you. You gonna come out? She's trying to get to me, but she's onto the blanket. Philly. Hold on, y'all. Philly? What happened? Come here. I got you. Oh. What's the matter? Say hi. Say hi. Oh, what's the matter? She was trying to get under the blanket. Yeah. Philly. What's the matter? Meow. Meow. You hear her? Yeah, she's yelling. What's the matter, Billy? What? What? Y'all, she purrs now, and it's so... What do you want? What do you want? You know. 5/15 is my brother's birthday. But I was super thin, right? And I didn't think that, like, but me, I went through my entire college career with a 3.89 GPA, right? So to me, no, don't play with the cords. Say hi. Say hi. So I didn't, like, it didn't register as a problem, if you will, right? So I kept fucking around. Yeah, she's a cutie though. Really? What's she doing? She wants to get the cords. Say hi. Say hi. You say hi? You say hi. Say hi. No. She doesn't like to be held. She's just starting to like pets. Hi, Christy. How are you? Where you go, Billy? Billy. Billy. What happened? She just wants to sit down next to me and yell. She's such a cutie, y'all. She really is such a cutie. She just wants to play with fucking everything. Everything. But that was like my thing. This is the last... Okay. This is the last dose of Doan that I ever took. And I walked off on 10 milligrams. No, she's playing with every wire she can. And she has such pretty stripes going down her whole back. Dilly. Dilly. She's playing with, I bought myself a new toy. Not really a toy, but you know. So she's playing with the cord because it's charging so that I could set it up. And she's, 2000. I'll tell you right now. No, can you? If you drop my iPad, we're gonna fight. Hold on. I'll tell you right now, because it actually, I cropped it. It has the date. Ouch! You're clawing my feet. 2016, because it has like the screen from the clinic. I took a picture of the photo. That was the last. Hi, Val Pal. The last dose of Joan was on 7/27/16. That Charity. You know how sick I was in this? I went from 180 to like 110 maybe in 2 weeks. Okay? And then from 80 to 10 in a week. I was so fucked. It's the sickest I've ever been. Ever. In my entire life. I legitimately wanted... Shannon's back. I legitimately, like, I wanted to die. Like, I really wanted, but I wanted off. I just wanted off. Well, it's called a suicide taper for a reason, right? I wanted off. I was done with it. Yeah, it was the sickest I've ever been. Now, don't get me wrong. I was substituting with other meds. I just wouldn't touch an opiate. Right? So like, I did that twice. Because I was an idiot. I thought that if I made the first one painful, right, that I wouldn't ever use again. That was incorrect. The second time, though, it was not fun. It was not fun. I didn't have success with sobriety on that medication at all. I just switched my DOC to something else. You know what I mean? And it's crazy because I remember, like, the day that I did my intake, they told me, hi, Giggling Ghost, how are you? They told me, be careful. A lot of people winds up picking up a benzo habit. And I was like, I ain't gonna do that. I don't even like those things, but it happens. It happens. She's trying to get the cords. Right, but I'm good. I'm good. But I came across those pictures and I was like, holy shit. Hi. So it's crazy. But yeah, I looked rough. And like, I never thought, you know what I mean? There is one picture of me and my ex, and I must have been like 70 pounds. It was bad. Like, it was not a good look. But I'm also not a big girl. You know what I mean? So when I'm using, I get real tiny, you know? Hi, Flyers. She's trying. I'm 5'4". I don't know why people always think I'm taller. I guess the camera, maybe. But I'm short. I'm not tall at all. Really? Can you get away from the cords? I'm gonna have to get like those cord guards. Finn never really fucked with cords like this, but she like gravitates towards them. Anyway, let's pick up where we left off. I don't know why people think, they always do though. They always think that I'm taller than I actually am. I don't know why. No idea.
Nobody to come to court with Lori. I got it.
Yes. Amen.
It is so childish and immature.
Why? Because you see a mother doing what needs to be done, and you seen a mother down in the dumps, and you seen her go up, and y'all expecting her to go down. No. And again,
if this is up, where were you before? You know? If this is something to be celebrating, where were you before?
I know a lot of you guys got questions. I know you do.
No?
I know you do. I just know you do.
That's a big negative.
Right.
they say they didn't say this or that. Well, you know, there's a process, and then the fact that it's not stopping, and I don't have a YouTube, I don't have none of that other shit.
Doesn't matter.
And these other people, I'm not saying names, are literally catching them saying shit, and they say they didn't say this or that. Well, you know what?
Not me. Everything that I say, I stand on. So I know you're not talking about me. I know she does.
The fucking person heard your ass. They heard you.
I don't know who's telling you what, but I promise you, if I don't, I'm pretty intentional with my words. If it does come out wrong, I correct it. If it's something that I don't mean to say that way, or it was phrased wrong and people, I correct it. So you're not talking about me.
Ain't topping that. They heard you.
But why did you need to come live again if you did this earlier? You know, like you realize that you don't have to keep saying the same things over and over, right?
They own ears. They heard.
Hey, Lori, guess what? You know what the fascinating thing about screen recording is, and archiving people's lives
Amen.
is on 2 occasions.
All this? Yeah, because they were butthurt. That it was okay to show all this up on TikTok or YouTube. Okay? But they care about kids, right? You care about kids now, and you worry about Lori, the way she dresses and the way she dances. But here, what are you doing? So this picture went to 3 people.
Wrong.
And that third person was the one that,
Wrong. Just so you know, you're wrong. You're wrong. I promise you, you're wrong.
all of it and half of this down here. So anyway, so it's just not one.
Maybe don't send pictures like that if you're not going to remember who you sent them to. You know?
Yeah.
I know
So that's all I'm saying there. The one will definitely probably get a little hit more, but yeah, it went down the whole motherfucking thing, and then I got the video up.
Band-Aid.
You promised me you would not show that video.
You don't know what you're talking about, and you're attempting to make yourself a victim in something when we don't need you to do that. See, for us, if you're wrong, we're gonna tell you you're wrong. So I'm curious to know where you're going with this, because we took care of the issue.
Well, first of all, Lori,
Really?
see, there's where you fail
Never.
to know the law. Okay, let me educate you since you love education so much. Okay, first of all, you said that
You seen that, right? So you had Villain, you had Mickey Mouse, all them up in there supporting an addict. Y'all seen that, right?
No.
But if you give Lisa or anything like that, you this and you that.
Wrong.
Look,
Just
you can
so you know.
run and talk that yik yak all you want.
That's a fact.
And Andrea.
Just
But
so
I
you
will-
know.
Yeah, they
Lisa,
do.
I guess.
Yeah, they do. You raised me well, babe. You raised me well. And Andrea. But I will tell you what, Mom. You got bitches going around saying they my sister, bro.
You're big mad about it, huh?
You better question Dad. You better question.
Lori, just so you know, there are several people that know you in real life that have been in touch with us for damn near a year. Yeah. They're around. Just because you don't know what account they're on doesn't mean they're not around. Both myself and Raggedy T, I know 100% have spoken to them. Okay? Just thought that you should know that, a little bit of an information nugget, if you will. There are people that are in your real life and have known you for a very long time. And they're in my comments all the time, actually. So.
Hey. Dad?
The internet.
Get the question,
Wild
Mom.
place.
Get the question. I only got one sister, and she's on my neck. Well,
I don't know why she's flipping out about this now, because they've been around the entire time. So I don't know why she's using it now. They've been around the entire time.
And I don't want to even say she's a stepsister because my mom or my dad wasn't married to her mom. She just looked at my dad like,
You know?
that part.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
Never hung out with her, nothing. Anything with her, nothing. More her mom than anything. I only talked to her on the phone when I was fucking scrapping with her, like, yo, you're gonna leave my sister the fuck alone. Had to check her. Yeah.
Interesting.
That's
you
all.
know?
But she started, I don't give a fuck if she started or not, you're gonna shut the fuck up. That's what you're gonna.
She's
And
so
before you tell
wrong,
me to go
it's
get a
so
job, no. I got too much adulting. Let's go.
So funny. She's so wrong.
Get a fucking job. Get a life.
Really? Bro, why don't you get a job and get a life? Legitimately, why don't you get a job and a life? You're so pathetic, you gotta get on the internet and lie about having a life. You're so busy doing things, why don't you get a job? I worked 8 hours today, bitch. The fuck? Right, can you imagine,
Before
Rose?
you tell me to go get a job, no. I got too much adulting that's going on right now.
Where?
I got so much shit going on, it's unreal. I ain't got time right now. I can't even volunteer right now because I'm too busy
No, you're lazy.
handling
lazy.
shit. So,
Facts. The
don't
fuck?
come at me with no bullshit.
Yeah, spoiled rotten.
This is shit that is gonna be handled. And I'm gonna stand against it for
Okay.
strangers on the
Okay.
internet, everywhere. And the ones that are no
Monetized.
longer here. I hope you see Lori Jones has got this. Damn it, I got it.
Hi, Naps. So when does the adulting start? You know, just real quick, I'm wondering when you still standing. Really? What are you doing? When does the adulting start? It for you? You know, at 45. You know, when do we begin adulting? Hi, Karma. Yeah, you know it, Beavers. You know it. A little late. She's a late bloomer.
They
you know?
already know what I want out of the whole situation. Put them where they fucking need to be. Let them sit and soak on the shit they did. That's all.
Girl, it's never gonna happen. Do you understand that? You don't want them to go sit somewhere and soak in what they did. It's not gonna happen unless they're breaking laws to get there. Unless they're committing crimes. It is never going to happen. Okay? You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Any fucking attorney you spoke to would have told you, shut the fuck up, and you can't help it, right? Gotta get some attention somehow. You don't have a case. Do you understand that? If you had one, I'd tell you you had one. You don't. You don't.
Not that anybody can get their mental health or anything back, but yeah, so don't your mom and your dad. But do you see me complaining? You see me complaining,
Also,
someone?
Lori, I don't know who lied to you. Like, you're not desirable to anybody in any way. There are 350 people in here. Does anybody find Lori Jones desirable in any way, shape, form, or fashion? I'm going, y'all. I'm going. Hi, Sloan girl. How are you?
Oh, howdy.
No, Rose Red. A day, maybe. A day. She might have worked a day. I'll give her that. But that's about it. Not longer. Right. So, like, who lied to you? To think that, like, you're the shit. Because, like, in my world, you're not, like, the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4. Like, maybe the fucking 107th. You know? It's crazy. Hi, Mama D. Exactly. Essentially. You know what I mean? But, like, who lied to you that you think that you're some hot shit? What do you have that any of us would want? Hi, Betty White. Honestly, just can you give me one thing that you have that, like, normal adult women would want or envy in any way, shape, or form? Because I don't think you can. You can't spell fuck around and find out. You can't spell fucking borrow. Like, let's be serious. How Lily Grace? Right. Like, who tells you that, like, you're something that anybody wants? Cousins don't count. Zero class. Zero. Can't spell maggot, which is like a 3rd grade word, dude. I can't. It's crazy to me. For real. Like, they all do this. This is my backup. They all do that. They all think that, like, somebody's jealous of something. I promise you they're not. She couldn't say villain. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you. It's crazy to me. It really is nuts. They all do this shit saying that, like, people... No, there is nothing that you have that anybody wants. I promise you. I promise you.
What? Hold on.
I doubt she knows how to use spell check. She was she was going live on Favorite It until she realized that she couldn't block people, and the chat was telling her about herself. I'm telling, not a Sloan girl. Stop! It's so crazy to me. Yep, racist innuendo. More than that, she's outright racist, y'all. Do you know how many times she has said the N-word on her Facebook? Hi, Janie. Favorite it's horror. But that's what, like, why did they all say that in some way, shape, or form? What in the fuck like, what do you have that we want? Any of us with, like, a life and 6 brain cells, you know? Anything? It's crazy to me. Crazy to me.
Sprain him.
Listen, I'm telling you, listen, and I know that a lot of people don't understand this, but I promise you, let them, because they always, I don't know if you, right, same, Kat, I don't know if you'll understand this, but I promise you, they always come back and apologize. So let them fucking look stupid over there like a gaggle of clowns, right? When they realize it, and they will, because it always fucking happens. They always wind up coming back to apologize every single time. But y'all over there look ridiculous because Mama Gang Gang wasn't pushed to say that word. Nobody, listen to me. People come into my chat and talk shit all the time. I ain't never responded like that. She said the word before she got in my box and got disrespectful. The video that I posted of her saying that is before, okay, before that live. And then she said it again. Just so you know. So no, I don't want to hear that fucking bullshit excuse. I just don't want to hear it. Because guess what? People should be able to push and push and push and push and push. That doesn't mean that you come back with something like that. That's a testament to the character. Just so you know. That's exactly what that is. And it's fucking strange, okay? Because guess what? I talked about her that live and said bye, and she's still going. Why? I'll let y'all think about that. Yeah, she is. I know she is, y'all. It's just gross. Let them. That's why I don't chase people around. Y'all are gonna figure out the hard way. Why do I give a shit what you're gonna do? I agree. Still standing. Hold on. I'm not making excuses for it. I'm not saying that it was okay. The hand gestures were worse than the word. Okay? I'm not saying it was okay. It's not somebody that I will ever fuck with. But the narrative that she's trying to say that she was attacked and she was pushed, that is not the truth. That is not what happened. Yeah, it's so embarrassing to me. People want to blame me for fucking everything, dude. If it's something that I got nothing, I don't even know about the situation and it's my fault. It's crazy. Crazy. Billy. You hear it? Billy, what are you doing? She loves, amen. Amen. And she should, you're right. That's embarrassing to me. You know? That's embarrassing to me. Because you should be able to control your mouth. 100%. 100%. She stays talking, y'all. Really?
Good morning, happy Sunday.
Like she talks, when I talk to her, she responds. It's so cute. And she knows her name. She's really good with her name, actually.
The angels.
Really?
2 of them.
She's doing somersaults.
Just 2. Not all of them. Just 2 of them.
Great. Listen, they can all sit with each other. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. It's not gonna. Hi, Byro. How are you? It's not gonna affect me. It's really not. I don't give a shit if you line up supporting the fucking gaggle of clowns. That has nothing to do with me. Does that reflect on me?
I was always warned about Andy.
Go do your thing.
You're in love.
Just don't think you're coming back here. No take backs. No take backs.
You know, I had my mom to my aunts to my stepdad.
Right. Nope. You could sit over there. You're not welcome at my table. That's for sure.
Herself and forgot. You know, wasn't listening.
Yeah,
to
she is.
said,
Slow.
you know, even though it was my mom and all that.
Finn has been. She comes around. No refunds. No, they could stay right where they're at. Finn tries to like. She comes in the same room as her, but she doesn't really interact.
He won't admit that he did.
You know.
He drinks.
Thank you. They're both really pretty. Billy, what are you doing?
So, he did my cousin Crystal. Till this day, he still swears he did it.
Why is she still talking about Andy? That man don't want nothing to do with you, bro. God, it's so embarrassing.
And he did.
I'm about to end. I just came back because I didn't want to. Yeah, I'm supposed to be somewhere at 6 o'clock.
Sometimes, not all the time.
But it's crazy. I know she will. I know she will. Billy, where'd you go? I know she will. I'm really not worried about it because she does get better every day. I'm telling you, Rose Red, and like, why do we care what they sit with over there? I don't give a fuck. Good luck. That's all I could say. Good luck. I know it's crazy, but she's adulting, Roddy Lover. She's adulting over there. She doesn't have time to get a job because she's adulting over there. Thank you, Christina. I'm telling you, Charlotte, I don't give a shit. Like, it's crazy the things people think I give a shit about. I don't. I promise you I don't. Because guess what? I hit the button and end, right, and go about my life.
This is empty.
Maybe somebody else should try that. Yeah, right. And then you won't be so like pressed and like annoyed. I'll have the first half up. I screen recorded on my iPad the second half. But I hope everybody has a good day. Allegedly. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna send it to Shannon because she's not on TikTok and she is gonna laugh her ass off, dude. I can't wait to go to Raccoon Island. I'm gonna send it to her because she laughs. I hope everybody has a good day. Don't be a piece of shit today, okay? Lori, you probably shouldn't tell stories. I appreciate y'all. You probably shouldn't tell stories if you're gonna get the names wrong and continue to spread lies about people because guess what? It might not be actionable on your end to come for us, but it's actionable for us to come to you, for you, legally. And you really don't have much, so like, what's the point, right? We'll wind up spending more money. But I promise you that people are getting to that point. So if I were you, I wouldn't take Lawyer Boss's word for a fucking thing because she doesn't have facts at all. And also, maybe just do your research before you run your mouth because you're looking a little ridiculous. I appreciate y'all. See Finn scratch me. I appreciate y'all. I hope everybody has a good day. Right, exactly. Oh, I can't wait for that, y'all. I hope everybody else has a good day. Jess, I'm ending. And I will see y'all soon. Wish me luck with Finny. Have a good night.
I had to talk to my mom.